Here we go. So welcome. I'm Lynne Ann Paterson, and we're here at another community meditation. And I wanted to start this meditation tonight with just a few minutes of reflection about what's happening in the world today, because there are, of course, so many conflicting stories, and people have pieces of the puzzle. No one, not even myself, has the whole picture, and we're just trying to understand things as they unfold. But as I've been thinking about this, why this particular virus has been called coronavirus, gives me a couple of, um, it gives me pause to consider two paradigms. One is a little bit in the conspiracy camp, and the other is in the spiritual camp. And I make no claims either way. I'm just offering what has occurred to me as I consider why coronavirus and not something else. So if we think of the word corona, it has to do with coronation, the crowning of a king or queen. And that in the crowning of someone, there is a complete or absolute authority given to that singular person or that singular entity. And right now, many people believe that there has been a very long 100-year, 1,000-year plan with a small group of powerful people to take control over every facet of our life, our politics, the environment, our healthcare, our economy, our work life, our social and cultural habits. And you can see quite clearly now how that is very close to coming true. That all of a sudden we're in isolation, we're social distancing, we're trying, many people, like 10 million people have lost jobs just in the US alone in the last month, like unprecedented change in a very short period of time. Now, viruses, interestingly enough, have been on Earth 300,000, 400,000 years, long before humans were around. And viruses have this amazing capacity to adapt. If they hit an obstacle or some other pathogen is blocking their growth, they just figure out how to grow in another way and keep on replicating. That's a super intelligence. And so we can think of like the virus as a pandemic, a global pandemic, going down one pathway of creating a lot of chaos and crisis for all of us. But I wanted to offer this other perspective, which people in the spiritual camp are holding and offering. And this is more along the lines of what we're going to do tonight in our meditation. So, not the virus part, but the corona part. We're going to do a meditation of the 12-petaled heart, and then we're going to take it up and instill it as a crown on our own head. Because what I and many people believe in this great turning point in humanity is that we as individuals are being asked to sit in our own seat of authority, to become our own healer, our own teacher, our own guide, to just claim that authority as a sovereign human being, to literally sit on our own throne and take responsibility for all areas of our own life. And the viral part of it, if we look around and see how the world is changing very quickly, there are so many new and exciting ways that we as humans are learning to adapt in this time of isolation and self-quarantine and the like. And so I say that there is a positivity to this time, both in the corona and the viral part of it, is that we are learning to do new things in a very short span of time. And that's spurring a lot of upward movement, a movement where people are connecting more to nature, finding new ways to connect with one another, and really taking to heart, like, what are the most essential things that we need to have a life well lived, a life of purpose and meaning. So I'm hoping this meditation tonight will help you feel that you can take your own seat in your own authority and connect directly to spirit, to source, to that wellspring of all intelligence. The cosmos is just made of intelligence and creative energy and the power to be and know and do. And we no longer need other people to tap in. We just need people to point us in the direction so we can learn to tap in ourselves. So without further ado, let's get started in what I'm calling the Corona Heart Meditation. So please go ahead and take a comfortable seat. You can broaden back through your sit bones. And as you exhale, you can allow the gravitational weight on your body to root you down into the earth. And you can imagine the tip of your tailbone is just descending like a cord or a tail into the earth's core to anchor you, to give you a lifeline, to keep you stable and steady in these times of chaos and strife. And then as you inhale, filling the lungs all the way to the top, feel how that lengthens your spine. And you can imagine another strand of energy just shooting straight up from the base of your spine through the top of your head, all the way up into the infinite space above you. So you've just plugged in. And I suggest you plug in every day because you'll feel better for it. With your next exhale, go ahead and soften and close your eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. And just feel the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Notice how long each half of the breath is. And whichever half of the breath is shorter, lengthen it to meet the other half. So you create equanimity on the in-breath, equanimity on the out-breath. Bringing the yin and yang of your breath into harmony and balance. And as you breathe in balance, allow a wave of well-being to just wash over your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Knowing that in this moment, you have everything you need. You're protected, you're loved, and you're whole. As you breathe, start to feel the space of your heart, right? The heart chakra is a 12-petaled lotus flower. And there is a meditation specifically on the 12-petaled heart chakra on the YouTube channel that I suggest you review, which will make this meditation easier for you. So we'll go through and open up each petal. We won't spend as much time as I do in that other standalone meditation. But as you think of these 12 petals on your heart chakra, think of the face of a clock just superimposed on the front of your body. 12 o'clock at the top, 6 o'clock at the bottom, 3 o'clock to your right, 6 o'clock to your left. And we'll just breathe and open up each petal with a great virtue, one of the highest virtues that we can embody as human beings. So with your next deep breath in, unfurl the petal at 1 o'clock towards your left shoulder and fill it with the quality of peace, peace and calm. You can imagine that petal unfurling just like a flower petal. And as it unfurls fully, it's holding that quality, peacefulness. Come to the second petal at 2 o'clock. And as you unfurl that petal with your mind, with your breath, fill it with love or loving kindness, unconditioned love, pure love, the love of simply being alive. Breathing rhythmically. Start to unfurl the third petal at the 3 o'clock direction. And as that petal opens, fill it with gratitude, appreciation, everything that you are, that you have, that you know. Gratitude, such a great blessing. Continuing on to the fourth petal, unfurling it, breathe in joy, happiness. Moving to the fifth petal, unfolding it with your breath, fill it with that childlike playfulness and innocence. Think of yourself as a child, just smiling, playing in the moment, not a care in the world. Breathing into the sixth petal, invoke your own inner strength and power. Feeling into the seventh petal, imbue it with knowing, wisdom, and intuition. Unfurling the eighth petal with your breath, fill it with passion and compassion, that desire to be, to do, to create. Breathing into the ninth petal, fill it with trust and faith. This is a trust or faith in that higher power, whatever, whomever you believe that to be, the source energy holds you, guides you, protects you, loves you. Have trust in that. Breathing into the 10th petal, filling it with truthfulness, integrity, honesty. Unfurling the 11th petal, breathe vulnerability, intimacy into your heart. And coming finally to the 12th petal at the top 12 o'clock position, breathe in abundance, prosperity, and auspiciousness. This is the gift of your life. And with your eyes closed, regulating your breath in an even rhythm, just allow these virtues to fill your whole body, permeating every cell, infusing your organs and blood, your lymph, your nervous system. And allow the energy, the beauty, that radiant light of your heart to expand, filling your whole body, top to bottom. So you just feel, experience, see, or imagine yourself as a ball of golden light energy. And now imagine that heart chakra, the 12 petals, like that face of a clock. It was oriented to the vertical plane, right? It's like it's sitting straight on your chest. So now we're going to take that vertical plane and flip it forward. So now it's on the horizon. So now the 12th petal of prosperity and abundance is pointing straight in front of you. The 6th petal of inner strength and wisdom is to the back of you. The 3rd petal of gratitude is to your left, and the 6th petal of trust and faith is to your right. So now you've just flipped the chakra from vertical to horizontal position, like it's a tray that you could carry. And then as you breathe in and out gently, just feel that energy, that golden circle of light, and allow that to start to rise gently upward, up from the middle part of your chest, the heart center, slowly rising up to the top of your lungs, floating up past your collarbones, floating up to the top of your shoulders, rising up evenly on all sides of your neck. And sometimes I imagine like my hands are underneath the crown and I'm slowly lifting it up toward my head. So now you're lifting it past your chin, up by your cheeks, up to the level of your ears, to your temples and eyes, bringing it up to the brow, the third eye, and then finally bringing it right up to the very top of your head, and then situating that crown right down on the top of your head. You can gently release your hands back to your lap. And now, as you sit tall, you're carrying this beautiful golden crown at the top of your head. Maybe you can feel the weight of it. See how it glistens. That you are taking your own seat on your own crown as your own royalty, sovereign unto yourself, And now imagine those petals just point upward a little bit. So it is shaped like a crown. And at the top of each petal, we're going to add a jewel. So we'll start from the one in the front that is the prosperity and abundance. And you can add any kind of jewel you like. What comes to my vision is a ruby there. So you can place a ruby in that first point of your crown, right to the front. And then you can go clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever feels natural to you. I'm going to go to my right and place a second jewel in that place of peace, a beautiful light blue aquamarine. And then over to first, second petal, because we started with number 12. So the second petal to the right, love. And there I'm going to put in a beautiful pink rose quartz. Moving to the third petal, gratitude, a very light green, healing emerald. Moving to the fourth petal of joy, a beautiful citrine, happy orange yellow color. Moving to the fifth petal of innocence, a beautiful pearl. To the back, the sixth crown point, adding a dark hematite for grounding and stability. Coming around to the seventh petal, our intuition and knowing, adding a clear quartz. Coming into the place of passion, compassion, another ruby red stone, or perhaps even a garnet. Mhm. Coming over to the ninth, trust, faith, labradorite with all its many colors. And coming to the next petal of integrity, honesty, a beautiful light yellow stone. And then coming to the 11th point of the crown, placing on a white diamond, and then back to the center of abundance, that beautiful ruby that we started with. And now that you have added gems, and you can always add whatever gems come to your mind when you do this meditation, just sit tall and feel like all of those gemstones are radiating a very refined energy. And that energy, like the light, the beacon of a lighthouse, sends a signal out into the universe, connecting you to the cosmos. And then imagine the very center of the crown over the top of your head, just this beautiful glowing gossamer. very light white pink color. And just allow that light to beam upward into infinity. Sending a message out into the universe that you are sovereign, you are willing to be a servant of spirit, to serve in your highest capacity for the good of all beings everywhere. And as you continue to breathe in and out gently, just now imagine all that light, all those beautiful colors of the gems in your crown to create this beautiful rainbow of light that showers down around your whole body, softening your skin, not only showering around you on the outside, but also descending from the crown of your head, the very top of your head, straight down the center of your body, down that central energy column of light, filling it with particles of every color light, feeling that rainbow light connect you down into the earth and then up into infinity. And as you breathe gently in and out, feel this connection between your heart and your crown, earth beneath you, and the cosmos above. That you always have been your own authority, your own guide. That you've always had wisdom within you. And you've always carried love and light and beauty. But now there's no doubt that all those virtues permeate you inside and out. The density of your body and your cells becomes lighter and brighter. And you feel that gentle energy tingling in each and every cell. You come to have an experience of yourself as a holy, sacred being of light, the light of your soul shining out through your body, shining out through your eyes. You can stay and meditate, sitting on your throne, wearing your crown for as long as you like. In a moment, I'll sign off and give you my love, my blessings, my gratitude. Namaste.